Hey, what's up everyone? How you all doing? Now, I know I'm not the only one, or I can't be the only player in the Warframe community right now that can't get the Chain Gang song from the Fortuna show off on the dev stream. We all lift. Can't get that out of my bloody head, which I'm not complaining about right now, but maybe in a few weeks if I'm still humming it, it might drive me bloody mad. Now, Fortuna is the town hub on the Venus open world map that's coming soon enough into Warframe. It's where you're going to get all of your quests and so on. It is the Solaris Death Interment colony. So it's a colony full of people who owe something to the corpus and are more or less being forced to work it off. Fortuna is on Venus, like I said, and the Venus open world map apparently is much larger than the plains of Eidolon, and it comes complete with corpus enemy outposts, spider bots of different sizes, vast cave systems, the layer of orbs, which are the massive spider bots that you got to see in the footage as well, mining, fishing, animal hunting and capture, kit guns, new pets, mowers, hoverboards and more. Oh, and to give you a kind of a rough example as to the size of some of these spider bots, here is an image Steve posted on his Twitter last night showing off one of these orbs beside one of our actual Eidolons right now, and the orb is feckin' huge in comparison. So this update is definitely going to suck for any of you who are an arachnophobe out there. Anyone who hates spiders is really not going to enjoy running around on Venus. Nope, gonna fucking avoid Venus. So the Solaris people are body augmented people, which means that they have changed out some of their body parts and replaced them with robotic ones. In the comics, some of these people are actually in bodies that they don't actually own. They've been placed in them, and during the dev stream we've seen ones with robotic arms, legs and even heads, and they're basically indebted to the corpus and Nef Anyo in particular, who is trying to restart the old Orokin terraforming machines on Venus, and the rebels are trying to stop him. So that's the kind of basic, the very basic idea of the Venus open world. Now the town hub Fortuna has a very altered carbon Blade Runner feel to it, which I fucking love. All it needs is the perfect retro wave kind of backing track while you're walking around it as well. Now, to no one's surprise, kit gun secondaries will be a thing in Fortuna, or GunZaws. You will be able to create your own sidearms in the same way we create our melee weapons in Cetus right now on Earth. And it looks like you're going to be able to guild these kit guns as well in a similar way you can with the Zaws. Basically level them once, then you get to guild them, which will slightly increase their stats, and then you level them a second time. Now the kit gun vendor's name is Rude Zud or Rude Zud, which, let's be honest, if you're going to be half human half robot, it's not a bad name to be going with. And the guns you're going to be able to craft consist of 3 parts: the chamber, the grip and the loader, which of course all change how the gun will perform depending on which part you've actually equipped before you build it. And of course all of these parts will cost reputation or standing with the Solaris United group in the same way that Zaw parts do as well, and you'll no doubt unlock new kit gun parts as you rank up in the standing or reputation with the Solaris United rebels. Now, one of the guns that they put together during the Tenno live stream was a blast based gun, which means lots of crowd control with a really high status chance, and the Haymaker grip that they had equipped on it was described as the ultimate grip for when one shot is all you need. It gave you a slow rate of fire and a minimum range on beam weapons with maximum damage. So it looks like we're going to be able to craft beam weapon secondaries as well, considering that's what the description was on this part. The Chillfinger chamber had no description on it, but I'm assuming that that's what gave the sidearm the blast damage, and when they switched out that chamber for one called the Rattleguts chamber, its fire rate went from just under 3 rounds a second to almost 8 rounds a second, and then when they put a new grip on it, it went all the way up to 10 rounds a second, just for that extra dakka, just to make sure you're going to spend more time reloading that weapon than you will actually shooting it. So again, the kit guns work in the same way that Zaws work for us right now on Cetus, except their sidearms, their pistols. Thanks to Sheldon, we will soon be able to craft our very own Moa pets to fight alongside us, and each body part will determine its stats and what this Moa will do. It also had the option to guild the Moa pet, of course, for better stats, but let's be real here, If I can have a Moa with a top hat and a bow tie, I don't really care about the stats. I've got Gentleman Moa fighting alongside me, so fuck the stats. It could be made of paper, I don't care, it looks cool. Also, I can see these Moa pets having some crazy potential for customization. The more bizarre the parts are that you can add onto this Moa pet, the better. Like I said earlier, we will also have fishing on Venus, but it's not really fish. It's kind of more mechanical parts that you're going to be pulling out, and they're going to be used, I guess, for crafting and probably handing in for reputation as well. To no one's surprise, Venus will have bounties just like we have on Eidolon, and you'll be able to get these from the Solaris United leader, Unico, but you will be able to pick bounties up outside of Fortuna on the plains of Venus as well to save you coming back to the actual town, because the map apparently is fucking huge. Now, those massive orb spider bots will protect certain corpus bases or outposts as if it was the orb's lair, and the corpus inside where its eggs, and she is basically defending them, or it is basically defending them. Now, we don't know how to go about killing one of these massive orb spider bots yet, but Steve said that we will have to learn that much for ourselves. If they are bigger than the Eidolons, then I personally can't wait to try and take one of these big fuckers down. Probably going to have some kind of an immunity system like the Eidolons do as well, right? Because in Warframe, we don't really do bullet sponge bosses, and anything that's not got some kind of an immunity to it will basically die in a few shots because of the power of our weapons. Now, the winter storms that move around Venus and look creepy as all hell are created by a massive weeping post, which is basically sucking the coolant in and out or whatever it's doing. Now, I'm not sure if this storm does anything to us or if it just makes it look and feel like nighttime due to it being all dark and creepy. Now, maybe someone in the comment section below can let me know. Maybe I missed something about the storms and they're actually going to affect our Warframes in some way or another. Now, we will be able to track Venus animals while out on the plains of Venus and save them from extinction. So basically, we can find their poop, track the rare animal's movement via its footsteps, then use a thing called an echo lure that you buy in Fortuna to lure the poor beast to your location, and then you shoot it twice in the head. No, I'm only joking. No, I'm only joking, you don't. You want to save the animal, save it. Not kill it, don't shoot it, save it. It's endangered. I bloody know that some of you are already wondering what you get for killing one of these instead of capturing it, because it was mentioned several times on my stream yesterday. I wonder what happens if you kill it. Will you get more body parts? Is that better for reputation if you just put 2 in its dome and take it back? But maybe we're not actually going to be able to kill these things. Now, there was a moment during the gameplay where Rebecca jumped on a plant out in Venus, which then bounced her up into the air for added mobility, and it looked really cool. But when it comes to mobility on Venus, the K drives are all I bloody need, and I'm sure a lot of you are the same way. We will soon have bloody hoverboards in Warframe for moving around, and these move quickly across the terrain and they allow you to do tricks as well. Now, these have a hell of a lot of potential as well for customization. I can imagine 10 Gen 1s way down the line as well. I can see new skins, new tricks that you could possibly buy or unlock as well. Oh, and they won't be tied to just Venus. In fact, Steve, after that 10 live stream, later said on a PC Gamer interview that any sort of quality of life addition to Venus will also be ported over to Eidolon, and he specifically mentioned the K drives. So you can probably soon expect to be K driving across Eidolon as well. So that's pretty much everything about Fortuna and Venus that we know right now. You can expect a lot more info about this update to come out over the next few months, because it's going to be a few months before the update actually drops. Don't expect this to drop in the next few weeks. Now, let me know in the comment section below what you liked the most about the Venus playthrough section of that 10 live stream. Was it the orbs? Was it the K drives? Was it the kit guns? Do me a huge favour, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.
storm coming, feel the weight of what we owe. This, the song of sons and daughters, hide the heart of who we are, making peace to build a future, strong, united, working till we fall. The air and water flowing hard, the land we call our home, push to keep the dark from